Hello everybody, and welcome back to DC Universe Online with me and Blind Vine, and we're going to talk to Deathstroke.
So you think you can take on Intergang?
Yes.
I applaud your ambition.
Thank
They've
you.
created a religion of crime that promises they'll take over the world.
Oh boy.
I'd stop them myself, but there's no bounty in it. Yet.
Well, good luck with the whole bounty hunter thing and the grooving. Hello everybody, welcome back to DC Universe Online. I think we have they're gonna talk to us, right? Yep.
So, Intergang's famed crime Bible.
Yes.
Sounds like fascinating reading.
No.
Let's go check out that book.
Okay.
Permanently.
Alright.
Intergang.
Let's go do that. Last time we did... I can't remember what we did. We did something. Whatever. We did things. And the whole time I talked about the Flash. Oh yeah, we did Mr. Freeze's thing, right? Yeah, we went and did that. So yeah, I talked about the Flash the whole time, but this week there's no Flash. But I'm sad. I'm sad. Ooh, there's a thingy there though. They knew how to cheer me up with shiny, glowy things.
The University of Gotham, a place of learning in the big city. We are now accepting registration for our fall seminar series on criminal science, thanks to a generous grant from the Wayne Foundation.
So yeah, I gotta come up with something else to talk about, but thankfully, ooh, there's another glowy right there. Glowy. Shiny, shiny. There we go.
This is Jack Ryder, and
Huh.
you are
I did
wrong.
those before.
Why? Because you think raising the demon Trigon here on Earth is easy. Think you place an interdimensional call and he hops in his demon car and zooms right over?
That'd be
Sorry,
horrifying if he
requires
did.
massive energy, not just of sins, but of purity corrupted. And if you think he won't drain every hero in Gotham to get it, well, friend, you are wrong.
You are wrong. But I posted on Twitter a question, kind of. Just something I've been pondering. I don't know why I really thought about this. I guess because I was thinking about like Batman and how if he kind of created the Joker in a way. But it had me thinking about what if a hero were to create his own villains. And I know that's a weird concept. It's like, why would... And I mean, I guess maybe it's the way I phrase it, but like, why would a hero create villains or create crime? Wouldn't that make him a villain? But what I mean is, like, Booster Gold's a great kind of what's the word? A thing which you show people with. I'll think about it here for a while. A second. While we do this.
The Book of Blood. Chapter 8.
Example, that's the word.
By deceit ye have freed yourself.
You're so boring.
Of truth. And thus do I name the first lesson of blood.
Yeah, Booster Gold's kind of a sort of good example. So Booster Gold, in his own right, wasn't a hero when he came here. He came here to become a hero in our time. But he didn't have to create his villains. So that's where this differs. So imagine like somebody who could be heroic, but isn't heroic yet, that decides, I want to be a hero, but I don't have any villains. And some of you might get the idea of where I'm going. Some of you may not. But that's not the point. But to me, it's kind of an interesting idea of a
No one interferes with Intergang and lives. It is written. Get 'em, boys!
A hero either antagonizing people to the point where they become their nemesis, you know? Maybe not so much creating those ones, but making them so they are their villain and not somebody else's villain. In that sense, they're nemesis. Or in a more drastic sense, actually literally creating people or monsters to become their villain that they fight. I just thought that was kind of an interesting idea.
I belong to the religion of crime. The world will drown in blood before a weakling unbeliever like you makes me talk.
Can I have your gun? Guess not. Schmack.
Wait. Just in case the prophecy isn't true, I'll tell you.
Well, that was informative. So,
What? He didn't tell me anything yet.
Infinite power. Sounds good to me.
You just
Let's see if we can
abruptly
track
chimed
down this
in.
big bad book.
Should get a level here during this too. Maybe 2. I think only 1 though. And then we might be able to get wolf form. Powers. Fauna. Or no. Yeah, fauna. Yeah. No, we need 2 more. And then we can get primal wolf form. You get gorilla form, but that's not what we're going for. It seems like an interesting idea to me. Like, if you were to do that, so for shizzles and giggles, who's a hero?
Well, that was
Ooh, that's
informative.
cool.
So, the crime Bible promises infinite power.
No,
Sounds good to me. Let's see if we can track
we're
down
super
this big
close.
bad book.
Let's say
I'm tracking a fair amount of Intergang activity around this warehouse. It looks like Batwoman and the Question are on the same tip. Think you can get to the crime Bible before they can?
yes, it's right outside my base. Thank you very much for your time. Let's say that Steel created a robot. Like, Steel's not a hero, but he wants to be a hero really, really bad. You're gonna talk to me, right?
I knew I smelled someone in here.
I commit your soul to Cain.
I commit your soul to hell. Why did he disappear? I very clearly saw him. He's like, I'm gonna go invisible so you don't know where I am. Just like that guy there. Ooh, he's invisible. Oh, you're never gonna find him. Ew. Until I make everything explode. Explode. So yeah. Say Steel's not a hero. But he wants to be really bad. So he creates a giant robot. And he sticks it on the town. Or, you know, Metropolis. Whatever place he's at the time.
Verse 37. Lilith raised him
You talk so slow, lady.
and setting his hands upon her, spoke with
Setting
breath
his
hot
hands
on his
upon
neck.
her.
What ye name virtue, I call weakness. For ye lust heartily, but have not strength nor courage enough to slake it.
Yay. Okay, so he creates a giant robot, sticks it on the town, but he defeats it. Does that make him a hero at all?
You'll need to turn off the security camera unless you want Intergang swarming from all directions. Should be a terminal in here somewhere.
Doesn't really make him a hero, does it? But it makes sort of an interesting story, especially if he created the robot and then in the end he can't actually defeat it. Then that makes him a villain. But
Choke him!
would the idea that he did want to defeat it then make him a hero? Because then he wants to defeat it, but he needs to get maybe a group together and be like, hey, this robot in town, I made it, but we need to defeat it. And then it becomes his villain at that point later on. You know, maybe they defeat it once, but then it comes back, like Metallo or something like that. And they keep fighting him. Does that make him a hero after that? Or does he still stay a villain, since it's his own creation? Kind of like Frankenstein. He created the monster. But what if, like, there's that new movie, Victor Frankenstein. If you haven't seen it, I don't care. It's not that great of a movie, but kind of a fun watch. It's really grotesque. But in it, they spend all this time trying to create Frankenstein, and they create a chimera at first, and they get it to live and everything, and it's fine, sort of, at first, but then it goes crazy and starts wreaking havoc on this hospital, and they kill it. Doesn't make them heroes, I don't think, especially since they try to do it again, and then the second monster. But if we were going with the original Frankenstein, like, he creates the monster, and the monster goes out and starts attacking people.
The trap is sprung. Rejoice, my shapeshifters.
Rejoice!
The prophecy is fulfilled. The twice-named daughter of Cain, Batwoman, will die as the crime Bible foretells.
Nay. See, I don't really take sides. Everyone's my enemy when I'm doing a job.
Ah, look, Kyle. Another sheep to the slaughter. So you think to stop the prophecy? My shapeshifters.
Oh, I wish I had wolf form. I could take him on as a wolf and be wolf on wolf. Oh, it'd be so cool. But yeah, like, he creates the monster, and then in the end, he's like, I have to defeat it. You know, would that make him the hero of the town, or would they still villainize him? It's just an interesting idea to me. Because if you guys haven't kind of gotten the idea already, actually, you probably haven't gotten the idea because I've only done it once. But, there's a certain character that I have, who really enjoys reading books, and, has his own library and stuff. But he's not really considered a hero. I should not have drunk that. I would have gotten a feat, I think. But whatever. She's beating me up pretty hard. But at the beginning of this, he does something to Blind Vine, and it makes him blind. And would that make him a villain? Because Blind Vine before that wasn't necessarily a villain.
So, the religion of crime is after Batwoman. I say we go after the crime Bible while they're distracted by this ritual they've planned. Checking likely locations now.
A huge leap on that left one. It's crazy.
Bruno Mannheim, leader of Intergang, was last spotted at this location. Seems he never lets the crime Bible out of his sight.
I think there's one that I
So,
miss
if
every
Mannheim isn't
time.
Here, I'm betting
Somewhere around here.
Blood. Chapter 19, verse 12.
No, it's not there.
To your gates
Further
I
this
came,
way.
thirsty, and with water would have left contented. But ye have shown me greed, and this I shall name the
There we go.
third lesson.
Show. It's Levi. It's Levi. I'm talking about Levi. Okay? I don't want to beat around the bush, but it's a funny conversation to talk about. For me anyway. I hope it's fun for you guys to listen. But Blind Vine before, and he was Agent. What did I call him? Agent. Agent Thorn. That was his original name. Agent Thorn. When he worked for whomever as an assassin. Before, he wasn't a good guy, and he still isn't a good guy. but he did jobs as an assassin. But Levi uses Steve to scare him to fall off a building, to become blind, so that he is now his nemesis, kind of. At least that's the hope for Levi, I think. But does that make him a villain by making a villain? Does that make sense? By making his own villain? Does that make him a villain by wanting to create his own villain to fight? I don't know. It's an interesting idea. Or perhaps, you know, if he created a monster, would that also make him a villain? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a really great story, because I've been sort of really pondering Levi lately, because I really like the idea of him. Oh, there you are. One thing I really am kind of wanting to do with his character is, because I've said before, I really want to make him kind of like a Deadpool-esque character. And I'm like, well, I guess I could just make him weird and unusual. But I feel like there needs to be sort of a reason for him to be like that. Like Deadpool, his reason is that, I mean, he was already sort of weird to begin with, but the cancer and the fact that his brain keeps regenerating all the time means that he's like beyond normalcy all the time. His brain's always reconfigured into a new type of person at any given time. I mean, it's all the same person, but it's always being recalculated and rechanged all the time, and that's what makes him a little bit weird. Now, I thought about with Levi, like, because I want to make him kind of a mage who has dedicated his life to learning about the magical arts, you know, finding books, reading them, learning everything he can about the magical arts. But what if through that, you know, his quest was never to maybe become a hero, but to become the smartest wizard, and in turn he could become a hero, but that wasn't his goal. But after sinking his mind so deep into ancient and sometimes forbidden texts, he's started to lose it a little bit and become a little bit weird and a little bit out there. And I think that's kind of where I want to go with him, is that because I don't want him to have really like a tragic story or reason, like the reason he fights is because it's tragic. I want it to be almost unrealistic that he would be doing it because of the fact that he has maybe lost his mind by reading all these texts.
So that ye might learn the truths that are hidden, that ye might pull secrets hidden from the very hearts that hide them, and so see my kingdom rise anew upon the earth in Cain's name.
There you go. But yeah, I don't really want to make his backstory tragic. I don't want him to be a tragic hero. Like, SJ is a tragic hero. His life was not good. Well, it was good, and then terrible things happened, and then from there, it just got worse. It just got worse and worse and worse. Whereas, like, Quantic, he is more of a, I wouldn't say he's a tragic hero, but I think he's a victim of circumstance. Nothing's ever been in his control, even though he has the most control of the world than anyone else around him. You know, if we're in the series and stuff generally.
Saith the Crime Bible, let the razor cut quick and right in Cain's name. We commend the heart of this wayward daughter. May the fires of pain and rage blaze on Earth. In Cain's name!
But then again, that's something else to think about, because, I mean, we'll continue with the whole tragic story, but if I made it so that he wasn't quite in his right mind, then doing the things that he does would...
I shall devour you screaming!
Will you?
Don't let us stop you, Mannheim. We're just here for the book.
Your brains
Why
will
is
run
Deathstroke
red.
here? I mean, he doesn't need to show up. I got this under control, I think. Oh, shoot. I did that. I didn't mean to. That was my bad. I totally didn't mean to hit that button. Whatever.
The infidels dare to interrupt the right?
The infidels.
Eviscerate them.
The infidels. Ow, stop. Stop hurting me. I am the hero. Do 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 do
Yours
do
shall devour you
do
screaming,
do
the red
do.
rock.
But yeah, going back to what we were talking about while I beat Mannheim's butt. If he's not in his right mind, then him doing villainous things,
I shall
is that
devour you
wrong?
screaming.
Is that still wrong? Does that still make him a villain? Does putting people's lives in danger for selfish wants make him a
I
villain,
will eat
even
your
though
heart
he's
while
not
you
quite
still
all
live.
together?
You have not stopped the prophecy of crime.
Ooh, I got a new
All
shirt.
is written in the vile book.
All is written in the book. Get them talking. You guys not? Oh, I need to do this. Whee!
We've got what we're after. Leave them all to lick their... That crime Bible is made of solid stone. Hardly light reading. We'll check out these prophecies of power and get back to you. Hey, would I lie to you?
Sure.
The Book of Blood, Chapter 3, Verse 10. Thus do I mark thee, that ye might practice murder, and take that of which the weak have no need, and so earn the right to live.
Intergang plasma. Hmm. Interesting. I do have rifle. I got rifle. That's a huge increase. What do I get if I go here? I get the Agent's Secret Watch. Huh. Interesting. But I do also have the ability to get this stuff. I kind of want to, because Intergang Plasma, that sounds something cool that I might want to give to somebody else. Vented Railgun. One that I did want. Pistols. Damn, but that one is just so much more powerful than these. Crazy amount more powerful than these. But we're going to go with this for now. I know you guys might want me to equip that, but I'm going to save it for somebody else because I think... I'll have to look at the style, but I think that might be cool for somebody else that would prefer to have them have stat. I don't know. He might get it, but I don't know. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Because I think Levi already has the weapon that I want him to have, so let's do that. What does the style on it look like? Intergang Plasma. Wow, that's a big old gun. Cool looking gun. Alright, cool. Glad they kept it. But the, what was the one that I grabbed? That photon one. Was it? No. I'm in the railgun. Railgun. Huh. Weird. Did it not take that style? Vented railgun. What the hell? I'll have to deal with that bug later. Like, none of the styles will work now. Alright, that bug's kicking in. for whatever reason. Whatever. Don't care. Where were we? The whole Levi talk. Oh yeah. So yeah. Him being insane, doing these things, would that make him a villain? Because he intends to do good things, but it's all for a selfish reason. I don't know. But like I was saying, I don't want him to have a tragic backstory. Or, you know, like a tragic reason to fight. He can have a tragic backstory, like, you know, that he's lost his mind because of reading so much knowledge and taking so much knowledge in. And that's what makes him kind of a lunatic. But he doesn't see it that way. You know, because he's insane. But, I mean, that's not what motivates him, and that's not what his story would tell you, is that because of these events, he there is for a tragic hero. Now, I think I would prefer him to be a little bit more of a it's almost a gift given to him to see beyond what he's already realized. You know what I mean? Like, he sees beyond the third wall, the fourth wall, and realizes it's all just kind of a craziness.
Stealing Intergang's crime Bible.
Yay!
Nice initiative. I'll have to remember you're up for riskier endeavors.
Okay.
Cersei's plans with the Cult of Blood are heating up. With Trigon's energy loose on this plane, we're in for a visit from an interdimensional force of evil. If you think you can handle it,
I think I can have them
talk to
both
Blood Priest
equipped.
Lucius and Burnley for more.
That gives me a lot of power. That gives me a lot of might. I think I get the bonus from both of them. That's cool. I'll just keep them both in there. Not that I'm going to use them both. That's fine. Yeah. So, been pondering Levi. Possibly a story in the future. I still haven't finished Night Falls yet. So, but it's coming. I promise it is. I'm working on it as we speak. It's just taking its sweet time. I'm taking my sweet time. It's going to be great. You guys are going to like it. I hope. I really hope you guys like it. I don't know. It's kind of a weird story. But something I kind of wanted to tell to progress the characters and make them sort of interesting and things like that. I got this thing from Deathstroke. Deathstroke sent me something. But now I can collect the styles. Intergang plasma. Now it works? No, it doesn't. Okay, I'll have to figure out what that bug is. But yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that button. And let me know what you guys think about what I was talking about. If you have any thoughts about it. If not, cool. That's awesome. You guys can tell me how your day was. I like to hear from you guys. It makes me happy. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And I will see you all next time.